Generative artificial intelligence, generative AI, represents one of the most transformative technological innovations in modern business, enabling machines to create text, images, code, reports, analyses, simulations, and strategic recommendations based on natural language instructions and vast amounts of structured and unstructured data. Unlike traditional artificial intelligence, which primarily classifies information or predicts outcomes from predefined datasets, generative AI creates new content, synthesizes knowledge, automates cognitive tasks, and supports complex decision-making. For modern chief financial officers, CFOs, generative AI is rapidly becoming a strategic capability that enhances financial management, executive communication, planning, governance, risk management, and enterprise transformation while fundamentally redefining the future role of finance. Leading executive CFO programs recognize that generative AI represents a significant evolution in finance transformation beyond automation and robotic process automation, RPA. While earlier technologies focused on improving efficiency in repetitive tasks, generative AI augments knowledge work by accelerating analysis, summarizing information, drafting reports, generating business insights, supporting strategic planning, and enabling conversational interaction with enterprise data. As organizations increasingly adopt AI-driven operating models, CFOs are expected to lead responsible implementation while ensuring governance, transparency, data quality, cybersecurity, and measurable business value. One of the most significant applications of generative AI within finance is financial reporting and management commentary. AI can rapidly generate draft financial reports, board presentations, investor communications, variance explanations, management discussion and analysis, MD&A, and executive summaries by interpreting financial data and performance indicators. Instead of manually preparing narrative reports, finance professionals can review, refine, and validate AI-generated outputs, significantly reducing reporting time while improving consistency and communication quality. Generative AI also transforms financial planning and analysis, FP&A. Modern planning requires rapid scenario modeling under changing economic conditions, competitive dynamics, and market uncertainty. AI systems analyze historical trends, operational metrics, macroeconomic variables, customer behavior, and market data to generate forecasts, identify assumptions, simulate alternative scenarios, and explain projected financial outcomes. CFOs leverage AI-generated planning insights to improve budgeting accuracy, optimize resource allocation, and support agile strategic decision-making. Executive decision support represents another important application. Finance leaders increasingly use generative AI to summarize large volumes of financial information, identify emerging business trends, compare strategic alternatives, and generate recommendations supported by integrated financial and operational data. Through natural language interaction, executives can ask complex business questions and receive concise analytical responses supported by enterprise information systems, enabling faster and more informed decision-making across the organization. Generative AI significantly improves enterprise knowledge management by making organizational information more accessible and actionable. Corporate policies, accounting standards, regulatory guidance, contracts, internal procedures, board minutes, and historical financial analyses can be indexed and queried through AI-powered assistance. Finance professionals can rapidly retrieve relevant information, reducing research time and improving consistency in applying accounting policies, governance standards, and regulatory requirements. Treasury and cash management functions also benefit from generative AI applications. AI models analyze liquidity patterns, payment behaviors, financing alternatives, foreign exchange exposures, and macroeconomic developments to generate cash flow forecasts, funding recommendations, and investment strategies. AI-generated treasury analysis enhances working capital optimization while supporting financial resilience and capital efficiency during periods of market volatility. Enterprise risk management is increasingly strengthened through generative AI capabilities. AI systems continuously analyze operational data, cybersecurity alerts, regulatory developments, geopolitical events, supply chain information, and financial transactions to generate risk summaries, identify anomalies, explain emerging threats, and recommend mitigation strategies. CFOs leverage AI-assisted risk intelligence to support board reporting, compliance management, crisis preparedness, and strategic resilience planning. Generative AI also supports internal audit and compliance activities by reviewing contracts, policies, transactions, and regulatory documentation for inconsistencies, unusual patterns, or potential compliance issues. AI can summarize audit findings, generate work papers, recommend testing procedures, and support internal control documentation, allowing auditors and finance professionals to focus on judgment-intensive assurance activities rather than administrative documentation. Another rapidly growing application involves business partnering and executive communication. Finance business partners increasingly use generative AI to prepare investment analyses, business cases, pricing evaluations, customer profitability studies, capital allocation recommendations, and transformation reports tailored to different stakeholder groups. AI improves communication by translating technical financial analysis into executive-friendly narratives that support collaboration between finance and operational leadership.
Digital transformation initiatives increasingly integrate generative AI into enterprise resource planning, ERP, business intelligence platforms, customer relationship management systems, procurement platforms, and performance management solutions. Embedded AI assistants enable finance professionals to automate workflow creation, generate dashboards, summarize operational performance, and provide real-time analytical support directly within enterprise applications, increasing productivity and reducing manual effort. Despite its significant opportunities, generative AI introduces important governance and ethical challenges. AI-generated outputs may contain inaccuracies, outdated information, algorithmic bias, confidentiality risks, or unsupported conclusions if underlying data quality is insufficient. CFOs therefore play an essential role in establishing AI governance frameworks that define data ownership, model validation, cybersecurity controls, regulatory compliance, privacy protection, human oversight, and accountability for AI-assisted decisions. Human judgment remains indispensable for material financial decisions, strategic investments, and governance responsibilities. Generative AI also transforms finance talent requirements. As routine analytical and reporting activities become increasingly automated, finance professionals require stronger capabilities in AI literacy, data analytics, strategic thinking, communication, governance, critical evaluation, and business partnering. CFOs increasingly invest in workforce reskilling, digital leadership development, and continuous learning programs that enable finance teams to collaborate effectively with intelligent technologies while maintaining professional judgment and ethical responsibility. Environmental, social, and governance (ESG) reporting further benefits from generative AI through automated sustainability reporting, climate risk summaries, stakeholder communication, integrated reporting, and regulatory disclosure preparation. AI enables organizations to combine financial and non-financial performance into comprehensive reporting frameworks that improve transparency and long-term stakeholder engagement. The Global Competency Framework identifies digital capability, leadership, strategic thinking, governance, business partnering, data analytics, communication, enterprise risk management, and organizational transformation as critical competencies for executive finance professionals. Modern CFOs are expected to leverage generative AI responsibly while integrating technological innovation with financial stewardship, governance excellence, ethical leadership, and strategic value creation across the enterprise. In today's rapidly evolving digital economy, generative AI applications represent a transformative force that extends far beyond productivity improvement. Organizations whose CFOs successfully combine generative AI with sound governance, high-quality data, executive leadership, and strategic financial management will be better positioned to accelerate innovation, improve decision-making, strengthen organizational resilience, enhance stakeholder communication, and create sustainable long-term enterprise value in the age of intelligent finance.